Dearest love. He was caught with some of the items in his room, but the monies were gone and phones was left with one. He did not break any window and did not break any door, and so they asked him how he had entered the house, and he had said the most outrageous thing. He was walking around hungry that night, and he had tried God by asking that he should provide something. It was past midnight, and he was passing by the house, and he went round the house a couple of times to see if there was anything to pick outside. And then he had just decided to try the back door, and to his surprise, it was open. So he entered, and nobody heard him as he walked around in the room, and he picked what he could and took the monies and left, closing the door behind him, thanking God for his provision, for only he could have given such a successful encounter. It was not the first time, and not the second. He had always told them to lock the door after they have opened them in the evenings, but they always say they forgot, because they are always rushing to go and watch TV or play with phones, and that is what they had done again, and their actions had answered an evil man's prayers. Many have fallen, led by their own desires, into sin and destruction, and yet feel it was God, for they prayed before taking a step, and what seemed like a miracle opened doors for them. The truth is, another's negligence, pride, laziness, lust, deceit, greed, anger, and the likes opened that door that led to temptation and sin. Therefore, listen. Don't blame God when you are tempted. God cannot be tempted by evil, and he doesn't use evil to tempt others. We are tempted by our own desires that drag us off and trap us. Our desires make us sin, and when sin is finished with us, it leaves us dead. Don't be fooled, my dear friends. Every good and perfect gift comes from the Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He is always the same and never makes dark shadows by changing. James 1:13-17. Another's lust may cause them to chase after sin. But remember, you are not blameless if your actions and ways open the door for their fall. For it is written, "Woe to the world for temptations to sin, for it is necessary that temptations come, but woe to the one by whom the temptations come." Matthew 18:7. Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. K.